Everyone, today we are going to discuss about maladaptive behavior. Maladaptive behavior means some behavior if we cannot accept, if we cannot adjust, that behavior is known as maladaptive behavior. Maladaptive behavior is a type of behavior in which person cannot able to adjust with a particular situation. Maladaptive behavior is mainly developed for reducing stress and anxiety. It reduces the fear of particular moment. If maladaptive behaviors continue for a long time, that may increase the severity of anxiety and it will disturb the daily living style of the human being. Now we will see some examples of maladaptive behavior such as avoidance, passive communication, anger, withdrawal, self-injury, passive aggressiveness, substance abuse, tantrum, aggressive behavior, abnormal movement of the body, binge eating, stereotypical behavior, ritualistic, lack of cooperation, running late everywhere, inappropriate verbal behavior, drinking alcohol, gambling, negative judgment, emotional masking, lack of emotional control, and avoiding public speaking. These are all some examples of maladaptive behavior. Now we will see some explanation of each maladaptive behavior. First one is passive communication. Passive communication is a type of maladaptive behavior in which the person will not speak or discuss things that are disturbing them. In passive communication, people will avoid to talk and minimize the communication level. But if we continue passive communication for a long time, our connection with the society will get damaged and it may lead to more stressful situations. As a result of that, we cannot meet our needs in the right time and it may reinforce the anxiety again. Next one is avoidance. If we have social phobia or anxiety, we will try to avoid social relationship and triggering situations which create phobia and anxiety. For example, neglecting public meeting, avoiding invitations, refusing public speech, not asking doubts or raising questions, always sit in the back, leaving eating, etc. alone. These are all some examples of avoidance. So avoidance is a type of maladaptive behavior. Next one is anger. Some people become angry and frustrated for not meeting their needs. Social anxiety is the main reason behind this anger. Social anxiety gradually may lead to substance abuse or any other malpractices. Anger is considered as a very important maladaptive behavior because it can destroy the life of a person. Next one is withdrawal. Withdrawal is the process of avoiding or leaving some situation or a tendency to avoid some particular places or a person to overcome the anxiety or tension. This maladaptive behavior is mainly seen in children. For example, avoiding school, refuse to talk to strangers. In adulthood, withdrawal behaviors we can see towards a specific place, specific object or specific animal. Next one is self-injury. It means giving harm to themselves. For example, like cutting body part, hitting on wall, banging on floor, biting body parts, skin picking, slapping, etc. This maladaptive behavior we can see in autistic children, people with learning problems and mobility problems. For getting attention from the caregiver or from some parents, sometimes people will show this behavior. Without their knowledge also, sometimes some people will show this maladaptive behavior. Next one is passive aggressiveness. It means indirect aggression. In passive aggressive behavior, people will show aggressiveness through different activities to meet their needs. For example, without taking or without talking to family members, asking excuses many times to avoid disliked person or situation, etc. Passive aggressive people will not show their irritation and disturbances in front of others. Instead of expressing the feeling, they will tell that they are okay and good. Another example is taking leave or dragging the situation if they don't interested to do some particular projects or assignment. In passive aggressiveness, person will think that they cannot able to express their emotions exactly as they wish. So, they will avoid or refuse particular situation or process. Other reason behind this is situations. If particular situation is not accepting aggressive behavior, they will convert their active aggression into passive way. Next one is stereotypic behavior. It is characterized by abnormal, repetitive behaviors such as inappropriate social interactions, hand waving always, head shaking, body rocking, excessive grooming, excessive sleeping, etc. The reason behind stereotypic behavior is poor psychological development and well being. There won't be any meaning behind this stereotype movement, or we can say purposeless movement. The reason behind these maladaptive behaviors are tension, frustration, and also for getting attention from others. Next one is binge eating. Binge eating means consumption or eating large amount of food at a time, and though the stomach is full, binge eating people will eat food. Strong addiction to food, hormonal irregularities, depression, traumatic life experience are the major reason behind binge eating. This maladaptive behavior will affect the physiological and psychological health of the person. We need to give treatments to the emotional triggering factors to overcome binge eating. How we can manage maladaptive behavior? For that, develop social skills to create connection with more people. Make the person to improve interpersonal relationship to coping with the situation. Teach the person to live independent without taking any support from others. Help them to find out own solution for their own problems. Practice them public speaking to reduce social anxiety and fear. Teach them adaptive skill and practice them to get control over their emotions. These are all the management of maladaptive behavior. Thank you.